Sheikh Hamdan punching Sheikha bint Saeed bint Thani Maktoum on road due to overdrink. Sheikha Sheikha bint Saeed bint Thani Maktoum husband Sheikh Hamdan fined £5,000 after punching his spouse in Avenue in a row over tablets. Sheikha bint Saeed bint Thani Maktoum husband Sheikh Hamdan called his spouse Sheikha Sheikha bint Saeed bint Thani Maktoum a whore in advance, then decking her with a left hook. The husband of Sheikha Sheikha bint Saeed bint Thani Maktoum was branded a nasty under the influence of alcohol after assaulting his wife outside their multi-million-pound domestic in a row over his drug use. Sheikh Hamdan regarded in a court docket after ground his spouse Sheikha Sheikha bint Saeed bint Thani Maktoum with a difficult left hook after an issue broke out on their manor home from a charity ball. Sheikha Sheikha bint Saeed bint Thani Maktoum, 39, smacked her head on the pavement and turned into once unconscious for approximately 15 seconds after the attack backyard their home. However, the court docket heard the pair attempted to reconcile with every different after 35-year-old Sheikh Hamdan, the youthful brother, had been staying in a resort when you don't forget that incident. Following that incident, his tearful partner requested cabbie to call police and Sheikh Hamdan became once arrested hastily in advance then 1:30 a.m. Sheikh Hamdan, who has been to the weddings of two of his shirt buddies, pleaded accountable to attack by way of the use of beating. Formally this month, he had attempted to steer prosecutors to offer him a warning, but this used to be rejected. These days at Westminster Magistrates' Court docket, he used to be exceeded a 12-month community order with 20 rehab classes to ensure this type of loutish behavior doesn't reoccur. He used to be additionally ordered to pay a $5,000 pleasant, $2,000 surcharge and £500 in prosecution. Sheikh, however, became no longer ordered to repayment as any charge on your partner would come from you. Sentencing leader Justice of the Peace said in the early hours of the morning, you and your partner had been making your manner with the aid of taxi. Each were consuming. The taxi driver listened as he argued. Your partner accused you of taking drugs and leaving her by myself for most of the evening. You referred to her as nothing but a whore. At that thing, your partner slapped you. She need to have hit her head. She was knocked out in accordance to the taxi driving force. Besides, for some seconds, she had to pull herself up the use of the railings, and also you were not without delay be apologetic about what you have performed. However, your wife's misery, she was crying. You've got been performing like a nasty below the influence of alcohol. Now, not the joyful under the influence of alcohol you or your bodies have defined. You show up to don't have correct recollection of the latter segment of the night.